Isang maganda at malusog na araw po sa ating lahat. Nandito muli ang DOST-FNRI, buwan ng ulat kasama ang inyong lingkod, Imelda Angeles Agjepa. Handog namin sa inyo ang mga naisakatuparan ng DOST-FNRI sa buwan ng Marso. Unang-una, ang our Nutrigenomics Laboratory is one of the pride of the Institute. This laboratory is equipped with state-of-the-art equipments to cater to our clients, the Filipino population. As we all know, nutrigenomics is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention of or treatment of disease. Nutrigenomics is used to learn more about how genes and diet together may affect a person's health and risk of developing diseases such as cancer. The DOST-FNRI's My Gene, My Diet study is our premium brand of research where we evaluate the effectiveness of the DNA-based weight management recommendation developed by DOST-FNRI. We'll offer this service to all our countrymen in order to have an early detection of the onset of disease through correct plant diet, eating the right foods for our genes and for our living cells. We also offer personalized nutrition prescription. We have the high-caliber, top-notch, registered nutritionist dietitians who could offer services to our kababayans who need nutrition advice, counseling of foods to be consumed based on one's unique individual measurements and health and nutrition problems. Our study on food colorants like the blue ternate and violet kamote tops are considered functional ingredients because these are rich in phytochemicals. Phytochemicals are from dark-colored fruits and vegetables that are capable of improving the functions of the immune system, preventing us from getting sick. Protect our cells and DNA from damage that may lead to cancer. It can reduce inflammation and slow the growth rate of some cancer cells. Our laboratory for the aging population is another boost to the unique and highly specialized services of DOST-FNRI. We have acquired a new powerful DEXA machine that scans the bone density of an individual. We are the first non-medical agency which have this laboratory. We will be launching this very soon. Moreover, last March 17, 2022, at the Dusitani, Manila, DOST-FNRI conducted a forum titled Alay Mo, Kinabukasan Ko, Solidifying Intersectoral Support Against Malnutrition. This event aimed to invite more partners from our government agencies, non-government organizations, international funding organizations, foundations, and industries to be one with us in the fight against the persistent and debilitating problem of malnutrition in the country. Malnutrition continues to undermine the full potential and growth and development of infants and young children. If left unsolved, we will see a glaring display of children with poor cognition, high rate of illiteracy, high medical costs due to frequent attacks of illness, and of course, high death rates. This will lead to economic turmoil in the country. Remember, the children are the builders of our future. Thus, we at the Institute strongly advocates for collective efforts and commitment from intersectoral linkages and partnerships as the best solutions to this developmental challenge. During this event, the DOST-FNRI has raised 1.5 million pledges from our partners. These pledges will help sustain complementary feeding programs in identified priority areas where malnutrition among Filipino children is still prevalent. More pledges are still expected and welcome to cover more areas around the country. Salamat po sa ating mga partners. Moreover, new licensees of the DOST-FNRI were trained in the actual production of complementary foods through technology transfer training this March. This included the Sulu State College on last March 7 to 11, and the walk-up time lasts 15 to 17. The DOST-FNRI also had participated in the series of supply mapping workshops of the Department of Education of Learner Support Services. The DOST-FNRI presented its basket of nutritious food products and technology licenses nationwide. This engagement is pushing for the inclusion of these food products in their supplementary feeding programs and sourcing them from existing licensees. We are proud to inform you that in 2021, the DepEd procured DOST-FNRI developed enhanced Nutriban amounting to 1.1 billion pesos from our technology licensees. And these were provided to beneficiaries of their school-based feeding program. Now, just a quick rundown of our other activities in March. The prolific life and contributions to food and nutrition science of the following DOST-FNRI women scientists and leaders were honored during a virtual program and through a photo gallery exhibit display. These are the following. Now, as one of DOST-FNRI's capability building activity, we conduct Thursday classes. We call this Thursday. We started this last February. This is an avenue to keep informed our FNRI staff and employees what we are doing and what we will be doing. Moreover, Thursday class aims to continuously provide our staff with new learnings on various topics relevant to our work and expertise. With regards to the Institute's collaborative works, the DOST-FNRI and Helen Keller International discussed potential projects on the Golden Rice Nutritional Impact Study. The DOST-FNRI Sensory Laboratory is an ISO-accredited laboratory where all recipes and food products developed by the Institute are tested for its acceptability, palatability, as well as its appeal. We are rendering service to external clients and we are extending technical assistance to interested organizations like the DOST or the DOST Region 5 in the Bicol region and Dr. Emilio B. Espinosa of the Senior Memorial State College of Agriculture and Technology in Masbate, establishing a sensory evaluation laboratory and adapting the enhanced sensory evaluation laboratory software developed by our institute. The DOST-FNRI Amway Philippines, we collaborate on the replication of the Garden Soup Plus model in different priority areas listed in the Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition. The Garden Soup stands for gardening, nutrition education, supplementary feeding. This nutrition intervention model combines sustainable gardening, nutrition education among mothers and kids, and supplementary feeding of nutritious meals, plus livelihood programs. The DOST-FNRI, it being the chair of the Nutrition Information Network or Nutrinet, has facilitated the opening ceremonies of the 34th Medical and Health Librarians Association of the Philippines Congress last March 9 to 11. The MALAP is a non-profit specialized organization whose members are librarians and information providers from medical and health libraries in the Philippines. Our institute has partnered with MALAP to provide CPD units for participants with relevant professions attending Nutrinet continuing education activities. Now, just a few updates on our different R&D projects. The Move More for Healthier Filipino Teens is a project that aims to develop physical activity tools to help lower the prevalence of physical inactivity among adolescents aged 30 to 17 years old. We will also conduct a nationwide online survey to help better understand the physical activity behaviors of adolescents. Our expanded National Nutrition Survey is still ongoing. Our researchers are deployed in different areas for data collection. Results of this survey will provide basis for science-based policies and programs. The following training, webinars, and on-site visits were also conducted by our institute. Our institute had 117 appearances in various TV and radio programs, print and web postings in March 2022. And we have achieved 32 million pesos worth of media value and 34 million pesos in PR value were generated from these media citations. These are the milestones of our institute, the Food and Nutrition Research Institute of the Department of Science and Technology for March, as part of our continuing efforts and initiatives in fulfilling our mandate of defining the Filipinos' nutritional status and developing and recommending policy options, strategies, programs, and projects that address various nutritional problems. This buwan ng ulat ng Direktor particularly contributes to our mandate of diffusing knowledge and technologies in food and nutrition and in providing science and technology services to our relevant stakeholders. Thank you for your support, and let us all keep safe and be well nourished in both body and mind. Until the next buwan ng ulat ng Direktor for April. Again, this is Imelda Angeles Agdepa signing off.
Halina kayo, kain na tayo ng brown rice. Masarap na mas masustansya pa kesa white rice. Vitamin at mineral, siksik pa rin. Pampalusog ng katawan ng bata't matanda. Para sa ating lahat, ang brown rice. Calcium,
Papatibay ng buto sa healthiness.
Niacin sa panunaw na maayos. Magnesium, taga-ayos ng katawan mo. Halina kayo, kain na tayo ng brown rice. Masarap na mas masustansya pa kesa white rice. Vitamin at mineral, siksik pa rin. Pampalusog ng katawan ng bata't matanda. Para sa ating lahat, ang brown rice. Sagot sa malnutrition, iwas cancer, diabetes at sakit sa puso. Konting kain lang, mabubusog ka na. Mag-brown rice na. Mag-brown rice na.
Everything today is faster. Everything today is easier. With technology getting better, it doesn't mean we're getting healthier. While the kids are young, while the parents are working, while the stress is tough, just remember the following. Go for a daily dose of nutrition. Go for a balanced meal with variation. Go for a run or two of exercise. Aim for healthy lifestyles. Inspire others to do the same. Story of life is no game. Life doesn't need to end that fast. If you choose health, the longer you last. Go for a daily dose of nutrition. Go for a balanced meal with variation. Go for a run or two of exercise. Aim for healthy lifestyles. Go for a daily dose of nutrition. Go for a balanced meal with variation. Go for a run or two of exercise. Aim for healthy lifestyle. Live longer, happier, better with FNRI.
My job is to make college easier because students have a lot on their
You created a business. Now, create videos for your business.
A pleasant morning to all. Kindly make yourselves comfortable as we are about to begin the program in 5 minutes. Before we begin, we'd like to go over a few reminders so you are guided on how to participate in today's event. Our first reminder, for proper identification, please use the Zoom name format. Office name to be followed by your name. For example, I am from DOST-FNRI and my name is Maha Betsaida Estesena. So my Zoom name format is DOST-FNRI Maha Betsaida Estesena. Muli po, pakisuyong palitan natin o irinim ang ating pangalan sa Zoom. Umpisahan po natin ito sa pangalan ng ating opisina. Kasunod po nito ay ang ating buong pangalan. Second reminder, to appreciate the messages of our distinguished speakers and audiovisual presentations, kindly make sure that your audio is muted. Pakisuyo pong panatilihin nating nakamute ang ating mga audio para higit po nating ma-appreciate ang messages ng ating mga tagapagsalita at ang ating audiovisual presentations. Third reminder, for greetings and reactions, please feel free to post them in our chat box. Be comfortable to interact with us. Para po sa mga pagbati at mga reaksyon, pakisuyong ilagay lamang po yan sa ating chat box. Fourth reminder, if you get disconnected, please click the same Zoom link again. Fifth reminder, don't forget to log your attendance using the link provided herein. Pakisuyo pong laging tignan ang ating chat box para sa attendance natin sa umagang ito. Six, kindly accomplish the evaluation form towards the end of this lunch. This will be the basis for the issuance of your certificates of attendance. Ang ating evaluation form po na ilalagay sa ating chat box ang magiging basis po ng pagbibigay natin ng certificate of attendance. And lastly, After the morning session, please don't forget to come back at 1 p.m. for the simultaneous pitching sessions. Again po, this is only the morning session and we still have an afternoon session afterwards.
Yes, and today's event will be live streamed on DOST FNRI official YouTube channel. Please feel free to share the YouTube link with your colleagues, family, and friends. And to stay updated with our upcoming events, activities, and learn more about food and nutrition, please subscribe to the DOST FNRI YouTube channel. And don't forget to like and follow our other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And again, please join us in drum beating our upcoming 75th anniversary on July 1st, 2022. Nako, less than 3 months na lang pala yan. We have various events lined up for you. Katulad nga po ng napanood nyo kanina, patuloy pa rin ang DOST FNRI sa paghahatid ng mga pag-aaral, teknolohiya, pakikipag-ugnayan sa iba't ibang ahensya at organisasyon, at pagbibigay ng serbisyo upang patuloy na tugunan ang ating mga hinaharap na problema sa pagkain at nutrisyon. Alamin ang mga bagong handog sa inyo ng DOST FNRI. Tumutok lagi sa aming YouTube channel para sa DOST FNRI's Buwan ng Ulat ng Direktor. Again, katulad po ng reminder, the event for today is from 9:15 a.m. to 3 p.m. In the afternoon, we will have a pitching session po. So yung mga details about each technology will be elaborated in the afternoon. So be back ng mga 1 p.m. po. So, I guess ready na ang lahat, partner, no?
Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pilipinas, magandang umaga. Maayong aga, maayong buntag. Naimbaga bigat, marahay na aga. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, a very pleasant morning to all. For those who have just joined us, again, welcome po. We hope everyone is doing good and staying safe amidst the threat of the COVID-19 pandemic. We are seeing familiar names, no, partner? Can we get a thumbs up for those who have already joined us in the previous launching? Baka pwedeng mag-react yung mga naka-attend na nung previous, mga nakailan na rin tayong launching eh. So ayan, grabe ang dami at nakakatuwa na nag-join ulit kayo for this launching.
And of course, para naman sa mga first-timers today, you are very lucky kasi marami-rami ang ibabahagi namin sa inyo ngayon. And before we forget, let's introduce ourselves. I am Maha Betsaida S. Decena, Maha na lang po, from the Technology Division and Science and Technology Services Division of the DOST FNRI.
And I am Charlene Mendoza, Char na lang po, from the Nutrition and Food Research and Development Division. And we will be your Masters of Ceremonies this morning.
Balita ko, Char, meron daw latest na ilo-launch ng mga food technologies ang DOST FNRI.
Yes, and katulad nga ng sinabi mo kanina, marami-rami ito. Hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa, kundi 8 variants.
Ha? 8 variants? Nutriban ba ulit?
Nako, syempre, hindi. Doon naman tayo sa bago, kaya nga ang dami nating ilo-launch today.
Kinabahan ako doon, Char. Akala ko ibang Zoom tong pinasok ko. I know that most of our stakeholders are very familiar with the launching of Enhanced Nutriband of different variants. Pero ang tanong ko, anong bago sa launching ngayon?
Yan, totoo yan, no? Kasi marami-rami na ang na-develop ng DOST FNRI. We will launch 8 new different food technologies for today.
8 different new food technologies. Ang dami naman yata, Char. Ano-ano ba yan?
Siyempre, isi-secret ko muna yan. Yan ang kailangang abangan ng ating mga participants. Many of you are already aware that DOST FNRI has been working for more than 7 decades to get where we are today and more than ready to move forward with more exciting and new food technology.
Wow, kaka-excite pero binibitin mo kami ha. I'm sure that our stakeholders, our licensees and partners are interested to find out more about the technologies we will launch today.
I totally agree with you, Maha.
So after months of anticipation, it is a great pleasure to welcome all of you to the launching of nutritious food products for children, adults, pregnant, and lactating women with a tagline.
Bagong produkto, bagong pag-asa, swak sa masa. Let's get started by seeking first the blessing of our Almighty God. Let us welcome the Hapag-awit singers to grace this occasion with an invocation through song, followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem and DOST hymn.
Sa iyong biyaya, ako ay namamangha sa iyong kalinga. Panganib ay di banta sa pag-ibig mo. Palaging ligtas ang puso. Saktan, tungkod mo'y titingin sa ingay man. Pulong mo'y tatangi pag-asa ikaw. Sa'yo puso ko'y tatapang. Sandigan ang puso ko ay nahanap sa'yo, Kristo, pangalan mo, tanungan ko'y sandigan ng puso ko
Dumating na ang bagong pag-asa ng ating bansang sinisinta. Ang DOST ay sumilang na, lingkod ng bayan sa tuwina. Pagtuklas ng bagong karunungan sa iba't ibang uring taghang. Pangiti ka sa danangan at kaunlaran ng ating lipunan. Ibandila ang kanyang sagisa, kay tanda ng pagsisikap. Pagtupad ng ating pangarap ay biyayang malalasap. Magpugay tayo ng sabay-sabay. Mabuhay, mabuhay ang DOST. Ang sensya'y sandigan ng maunlad na bayan. Layunin at tila ay may pagkakapuri. Pagkaisa ng dalangin para sa ilang bayan. Mabuhay, mabuhay ang DOST. Pasensya'y sandigan ng maunlad na bayan. Layunin at tila at may pagkakapuri. Pagkaisa ng dalangin para sa ilang bayan.
Ayan, maraming salamat ulit Hapag-awit Singers. Di talaga ako magsasawa sa galing ng DOST FNRI's homegrown talents. And looking at our attendance, grabe na-excite ako, partner, kasi meron na tayong 600 plus participants dito sa ating Zoom. Grabe na, ang dami.
600 participants, ang dami naman yan, Shar. And syempre, we want to know where they are from. To look at where our participants come from, let's pull out our poll. Our polling question is, where are you from? And the options are A, Luzon, B, Visayas, and C, Mindanao. Please select the appropriate response and click submit. Technical team, please launch our poll. If you are beaming via YouTube Live, comment your answers on the comment box.
Ayan, while we are waiting for the answers of our participants, basa-basa muna tayo ng mga comments, no, partner? From Jevi Barrios. Good morning, everyone. Joining here from Lucena Central ES, Prosperidad 4, Division of Agusan del Sur. Good morning din, joining from SDO Binyan City, mga kabaryo ko. From Ian J, good morning, watching from Asuncion Rondina Perez Memorial School, Mati South District, SDO, Mati City, Region 11. And maulan na maaga from everyone from Catbalogan City, Samar. Ready na ba ang results natin, partner?
It looks like 58% of you have responded. So for those who have not yet responded, please click submit your response now and we will close the poll in a few moments.
Baka naman may gusto pang bumati dyan, partner.
Tignan natin Here are some more. Maayong buntag sa tanan from DA Regional Field Office Number 9, Research Division. Good morning from BNS Jennifer F. Pareda from Barangay Tabing Dagat, Ondyongan, Romblon. Congratulations DOST-FNRI for launching new products which we can use for SBFP from DepEd BLSS SHD.
So I think marami-rami na po yung nakasagot no, sa ating poll.
Yes, looking at here, we still have 69% of our participants who participated. So for those of you who haven't, please submit your answers now. Do we have any more comments or greetings from the chat box, Char?
Ayan, ito meron nagpapa-shout out from Steam Cebu, Doric Baker. Meron din Diyos Marhay na Aga from DOST-5. And meron din tayong mga attendees from JBM Food Products from Isabela.
Looks like we have to end our poll now. Technical team, please end our poll and show the results. It looks like most of you responded to letter A, which means most of you are from Luzon, followed by Mindanao and Visayas. We appreciate your presence this morning. Maraming salamat po for participating. Now, it is an honor to recognize our distinguished guest this morning, Honorable DOST Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña, Undersecretary for R&D Dr. Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, Undersecretary for Regional Operations, Engineer Sancho A. Maboran, Assistant Secretary for Human Resources Management, Dr. Diana L. Ignacio, Assistant Secretary for International Cooperation, Dr. Leia Bendia, Assistant Secretary for Finance and Strategic Planning, Ms. Maridon O. Sahagun, Director Lope B. Santos III, Director 4 of Bureau of Learner Support Services, Director 4 of Program Management Bureau, Department of Social Welfare and Development, Attorney Christine J. Padilla Antolin. DOST-FNRI Director, Dr. Imelda Angeles Agdepa. Former DOST-FNRI Director, Dr. Mario B. Capansana. DOST-FNRI Officer in charge of the Office of Deputy Director and Chief Science Research Specialist, Dr. Milflor S. Gonzalez.
And based on our registrants, we have a diverse set of valued attendees. Let me greet and recognize our attendees coming from the DOST-FNRI MANCOM, DOST Regional Offices, Provincial Science and Technology Centers, DOST Research and Development Institutes and Councils, Department of Education Central Office and Field Offices, Department of Social Welfare and Development Central Office and Field Offices, National Nutrition Council and Field Offices, Department of Agriculture, Department of Agrarian Reform, Cooperative Development Authority, Department of Trade and Industry and Field Offices, Department of the Interior and Local Government and Field Offices. Meron din tayong mga media partners and professional organizations. Joining us also this morning are attendees from the Department of Trade and Industry, academe, mga state universities and colleges, MSMEs, and of course, our very own DOST-FNRI technology licensees.
Looking at our comment box, marami pa rin ang nag-greet sa ating mga participants. We are truly grateful to all of you for joining us this morning despite your hectic schedules. Here's a sneak peek of today's program. Today, we will have a morning session, which is the launching proper, to be followed by an afternoon session for pitching sessions or the simultaneous pitching. So please stay tuned for the afternoon session right after our morning session.
Ayan, mukhang excited na ang lahat, di ba? To kick off this morning's event, let us hear the welcome message of our DOST-FNRI Director 4 and Scientist 2, our very own Dr. Imelda Angeles Agdepa. Let's give Director Agdepa a virtual round of applause. Over to you, Dr. Agdepa.
Yes, thank you, Zar and Maha, for hosting this event. Of course, I'd just like to start by saying this statement: sometimes life begins someone or sometimes life brings someone special who makes such a big impact to each heart that it's hard to believe they aren't related by blood. I repeat, sometimes life brings someone special who makes such a big impact that it's hard to believe they aren't related by blood. To our beloved Secretary, DOST Secretary Fortunato T. De La Peña, whom we fondly call SecBoy. DOST Undersecretary for Research and Development, Dr. Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, Yosegev, and and DOST Undersecretary for Regional Operations, Engineer Sancho A. Mapurang, our DOST Assistant Secretaries, our Office of the Cabinet Secretary, CABSEC, Assistant Secretary Ricky, and other OCS officials, DepEd officials, DOST officials, ASEC and Executive Director Azucena Daing Hirang and her staff, regional and provincial DOST officials, our other government officials and NGO and professional organizations. Of course, I'd like to greet in a very special way our previous FNRI directors, Dr. Mario Capansana and Dr. Barba, our DOST FNRI family and DOST affiliates, partners from the media, and other private organizations, the academe, to our valued stakeholders, and our very loved and valued technology licensees and prospective licensees after this forum. A warm morning and a blessed day to all of you. As we move back to the praise I have shared, it does not necessarily mean that we are related by blood for us to draw an impact into each other's lives. It is with great honor and pleasure to welcome everyone to the DOST FNRI milestone event. At the outset, I'd like to express my unexplainable feelings and excitement, as this is the first time that we will launch 8 products at the same time. This is a true reflection that your DOST FNRI has ever since been very responsive in addressing the nutritional problems as a result of our scientific data founded in the National Nutrition Survey. Despite all odds in our present situation, we are very successful in innovating our products as major food sources, contributing to optimal nutrition of our children. As I always say, children are the prime builders of our country's economy. These new products are the fruits of our oneness in the Institute. I know we have poured a lot of efforts and hard works, but at the end of the day, we are satisfied because here we are now offering these products to all of you as a way of showcasing our mantra, science for the people. Our cocoa blend, also known as corn rice cocoa blend, is a nutritious complementary food blend for children 6 months to 2 years old. While Cocoa Puff, Cocoa Biscuits, and Nutri-Bonnets are enticing and delicious snacks for kids aged 1 to 2 years old. We have also health-giving straight-away meals, which were developed and inspired by the 3 food groups: the Go, Grow, and Glow for children aged 6 years to 12 years old. These nutrient-dense products provide variety of food sources to our clients, because we know very well that as you go on the supplementary feeding program for long years, of course, you might, or our clients must be experiencing taste fatigue. That's why here we are offering actually variety of foods. The multi-micronutrient growth mixes are easy and convenient way of providing nutrients for pregnant and lactating women. this morning is still young. And later in the day, our experts will provide the informative details of each product. We encourage you to stay tuned, learn how technology and innovations can assist us in delivering nutrient foods from farm to our laboratory to our own tables. In fighting malnutrition, we cannot do this alone. We always say that. And we need the person who sits beside us, the persons in front of us, and most especially, we need you all. By adopting these technologies, we generate revenues and job opportunities. We also increase the demand of agricultural products from our farmers while helping our underprivileged, pregnant and lactating women and the future of the country, the children. We know very well that this model that we are actually experiencing now or showcasing to you, we think is more sustainable. Moreover, we are creating more jobs for other human resources working in our licensees' facilities. We pray and trust that you will support us in our endeavor and adapt these technologies to zeal and impact to the society that once in our lives we left a footprint not to one but to many. My dear friends, thank you so much and have a great day ahead. Stay tuned until the afternoon session. Over to you, Maha and Zar. Thank you.
Yes, salamat din Dr. Agdepa for a heartwarming welcome message. I would like to agree with you po, no, na we need not be related by blood to create impact on each other's lives.
On that note, I am inviting our 650 Zoom participants and our 40 and counting YouTube participants to pay their full attention to the official teaser of the 8 new technologies. Technical team, over to you. Are you thrilled? Excited na po ba kayo? Pasilip pa lang po yan and we will see more later. Char, anong technology are you most excited about and why?
Yan, thank you for that Miss Universe-like question, partner. Pero parang mas maganda itanong ito sa mga audience natin. Kayo po ba, mga participants, yung ating 650 plus participants sa Zoom and 40 plus participants sa YouTube channel natin, ano ang product na inaabangan nyo upon watching yung ating AVP?
Come on, don't be shy. I-share lang po natin sa ating chat box ang ating pinaka-aabangan.
Ayan, from DOST-10, Misamis Oriental, lahat. Kahit ako may excite. Meron din from the DTI, Region 8, Leyte, cocoa-based products. Ayan, nako. Huwag na nating bitinin pa, no? Excited na ang marami na i-launch natin ang lahat ng 8 new technologies ng DOST-FNRI.
Kaya mamaya lamang ay mas makikilala nyo pa ang mga bagong produkto ng DOST-FNRI na alay namin sa inyo. Kaya stay tuned.
So at this juncture, to give an inspirational message, it is both my honor and privilege to introduce our beloved DOST Secretary, Honorable Fortunato T. de la Peña. Let's watch this.
Isang mapagpalang umaga sa ating lahat. First, I would like to acknowledge the presence of DOST Undersecretary for Research and Development, Dr. Rowena Cristina Guevara, DOST Undersecretary for Regional Operations, Engineer Sancho Mabora, DOST FNRI Director, Dr. Imelda Angeles Agdepa, Officer in charge of the Office of the Deputy Director, Dr. Mil Flor Gonzalez, former DOST FNRI Directors, Dr. Mario Capansana, Dr. Corazon Barba, and Dr. Rodolfo Florentino, representatives from our partner agencies, Department of Education, Department of Social Welfare and Development, and the National Nutrition Council, the current and future licensees of DOST FNRI, our valued media partners, and the beneficiaries of the different DOST FNRI technologies, our kababayans. I am pleased that you are able to virtually join us today to witness the launching of another milestone in the history of DOST FNRI's 75 years of public service. It is my privilege to make it known that the commemoration of its anniversary will be on July 1, 2022. Congratulations on your well-deserved success, and I am on pins and needles to your centennial celebration. Let us all move back to our current event, which is the launching of new nutritious food products for children, pregnant, and lactating women. The theme Bagong Produkto, Bagong Pag-asa, Swak sa Masa truly reflects the responsiveness of science, technology, and innovation to answer the needs of specific population groups. The Institute continues to develop food technologies for various population groups who have unparalleled nutritional problems. Such initiatives are in line with the policies stipulated in the Technology Transfer Act of 2009, also known as the Public Act 10055. As stated, it is the obligation of the state to facilitate the transfer and promotion of the utilization of intellectual property for the national benefit. Further, it shall call upon all research and development institutes or RDIs who perform government-funded research and development to take on technology transfer as their strategic mission. This, the law adds, is to effectively translate results of government-funded R&D into useful products and services that will redound to the benefit of Filipinos. For almost 6 years at the helm of DOST, I have already lost count on how many DOST FNRI product launches I have attended. The latest of which was the launching of the enhanced Nutriban Purple and Orange Sweet Potato variants on February 16 this year. Multiple launches of technologies by DOST FNRI highlights how prolific the researchers and technology innovators are. This is a continuing testament on the quality of past and present leaders and human resource that the Institute has been nourishing. I know that everyone is excited to discover more about the 8 new DOST FNRI food technologies. These include complementary foods with coconut for our children, such as Coco Blend, Coco Puff, and Coco Bisque. Other new technologies are Mea Lusog in a pack with variants of pork picadillo or chicken porchero and mixed veggies arroz. Nutri Bonnets, and specially formulated for pregnant and lactating women are the multinutrient exuded rice kernels premix and fortified rice, micronutrient growth mix, and the protein bar. These new technologies were developed to address the scarcity of locally produced complementary and supplementary food products for young children and the pregnant and lactating women who are most vulnerable to malnutrition, particularly during calamities like this pandemic that we experience. It is also the department's contribution to cushion the skyrocketing cost of flour, since most of these products use composite or alternative flour from rice, corn, and coconut instead of imported wheat flour. Most importantly, this can provide additional source of income to coconut, corn, and vegetable farmers and other stakeholders in the agricultural and related industrial sectors. Local revenue generation can also be spurred in the form of goods, services, and the circulation of cash. These innovations are part of the Institute's response to the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs numbers 1 on no poverty, 2 on zero hunger, and 3 on good health and well-being. In realization of these 3 SDGs, we need your help. The government cannot do it alone. As they say, no man is an island. Hence, I'm happy to announce that these 8 new technologies will be open for licensing to interested micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, especially those who are current licensees of DOST-FNRI. Later this afternoon, there will be pitching sessions in breakout rooms to present the details of the technologies that create new avenues, and I trust that you would like to adopt. Today, as we launch 8 new food technologies, I am confident, and we look forward to DOST-FNRI as the institute who continues these initiatives and its legacy. Who knows that these 8 technologies will be biblically multiplied from 8 to 80 times in the near future. This then will be one of the footprints that the current DOST and DOST-FNRI administration and its human resource will leave as precious inheritance to the next generation of S&T workers and stakeholders. As an inspiration to all, please allow me to congratulate the hardworking team of DOST-FNRI, led by its very energetic and dedicated director and scientist, Dr. Imelda Angeles Agtepa, for this fruitful product launching. Indeed, ito ay mga bagong produkto, bagong pag-asa, swak sa masa. This team conceptualizes the battle cry of DOST, that science is for the people. Maraming salamat at muli, isang mapagpalang umaga sa ating lahat.
Thank you, DOST Secretary De La Peña, for your words of encouragement. Indeed, no man is an island, and we are happy to partner with our adopters and stakeholders and continue solving the problems of malnutrition in the country. And now, moving right along, we will hear messages from our ever-supportive DOST Undersecretary for Regional Operations, Engineer Sancho A. Maborang.
To our DOST Secretary, Fortunato Boy T. De La Peña, DOST Undersecretary for R&D, Dr. Rowena Cristina Alguevara, DOST FNRI Director and Scientist 2, Dr. Imelda Angeles Agtepa, DOST FNRI OIC Office of the Deputy Director, Dr. Milflor S. Gonzalez, former DOST FNRI Directors, Dr. Mariby Capanzana, Dr. Corazon Barba, and Dr. Rodolfo Florentino, to our DOST Regional Directors and Provincial Directors, officials and representatives from the Department of Education, Department of Social Welfare and Development, and the National Nutrition Council, existing and prospective licensees of DOST FNRI technologies, valued media partners, to all our Zoom attendees, ladies and gentlemen, isang maganda at makagham na umaga po sa ating lahat. Ang bilis talaga ng panahon. Mahigit 2 buwan pa lamang ang nakalilipas mula nang masaksihan natin ang launching ng non-nutrient orange and purple sweet potato variants. Ngayong araw naman ay matutunghayan natin ang 8 bagong produkto ng DOST-FNRI na tiyak na magbibigay ng panibagong pag-asa, hindi lamang sa mga prospective licensees, lalo higit sa mga Pilipino na nangangailangan ng sapat na nutrisyon. Saksi ako sa pangangailangan ng mga micro, small, and medium enterprises or MSMEs sa iba't ibang rehiyon at lalawigan sa ating bansa. Mula sa kaalaman sa mga batas at regulasyon na angkop sa kanilang negosyo, napakalaking papel ang ginagampanan ng teknolohiya at inobasyon para sa pag-uunlad ng kani-kanilang mga negosyo. Kung salat sa sapat na kaalaman at teknolohiya, hindi tatagal ang negosyo. Lalo pang nakaapekto ang pandemya. Kaakibat din ang COVID-19. Pandemic ang malaking pagsubok sa kabuhayan at kalusugan. Naapektuhan pagsulong sa pagunlad ng ating agrikultura, produksyon at pangkalatang ekonomiya. Ayon sa survey ng Department of Trade and Industry, at the height of the lockdown, 38% sa mga kumpanya sa Pilipinas ang nagsara. Sa muling pagbubukas ng ekonomiya at mas pinababa pang antas ng COVID-19 restrictions, nariyan ang iba't ibang DOST interventions na maaaring magbigay ng bagong pag-asa sa mga MSMEs. Kabilang ang existing and prospective licenses na nasa iba't ibang panig ng bansa. Bagong produkto, bagong pag-asa, swak sa masa. Hindi ba't angkop na angkop ang temang ito sa muling pagbangon ng ating bansa? Inobasyon at solusyon para sa makabagong hamon ng panahon o new normal. Isang magandang oportunidad ang muling ihahain sa atin ng DOST-FNRI. Narinig natin na may 8 bagong produkto na swak para sa mga bata, adults at pregnant and lactating women. Magandang balita din ito sa mga negosyanteng Pilipino na binibigyan ng assistance ng ating DOST regional and provincial offices, kagaya ng setup o small enterprises, technology upgrading program, at CES o Community Empowerment through Science and Technology. Ang mga food technologies na ito ay maaaring makapagbigay ng hanapbuhay na magdudulot ng income at muling makapagpapataas ng demand at supply. Higit sa lahat, matutugunan pa nito ang pangangailangan pang nutrisyon ng mga Pilipino. Para po sa mga hindi pa nakakalam, meron pong DOST office sa iba't ibang rehiyon at lalawigan sa bansa. Maaari po ninyo makita ang directory ng bawat opisina online o sa DOST website. Ang mga opisina pong ito ng DOST maaaring makatulong sa inyo sa pag-endorso ng inyong mga letters of intent o LOIs sakaling gusto po ninyong i-adapt ang isa o higit pa sa mga bagong produkto na masasaksihan natin maya-maya lamang. Maaari din po kayong i-orient ng DOST Regional and Provincial Offices sa iba't ibang programa na angkop sa inyong mga MSMEs. Ipinahayag po namin ang taus-pusong suporta ng DOST Regional and Provincial Offices para po sa pagpapalawig ng adoption ng 8 bagong produkto ng DOST-FNRI. Bagong produkto, bagong pag-asa, swak sa masa. Sama-sama po tayong umahon sa hamon ng pandemya. Maraming salamat at muli isang mapagpala at makagham na umaga sa ating lahat.
Again, thank you, Yusek Maborang, for your valuable insights and in helping us cascade the DOST FNRI Technologies message.
Kamusta po kayo? How are our participants doing? Nandyan pa po ba kayo? Kaway-kaway naman po dyan. Do you want an energizer, an intermission number maybe, or magre-recitation po ulit tayo? You can answer that in the chat box. Ano pong gusto nyo? Intermission number or recitation? Tingnan nga po natin kung gising pa yung ating mga participants.
Parang ako, partner, gusto ko ng recitation. Ikaw ba?
Takot ako sa recitation eh. Parang inuman sa akin yung ating mga participants. I'm reading the answers here, Shar, and we are getting a unanimous response. Sila daw ay mag-i-intermission number. Mukhang gustong kumanta ng ating mga participants, no? Pero kidding aside, ano bang ating intermission number, Shar?
Ayan, alam ko na excite na kayo, pero sit back, relax, and let's get inspired through a song to be performed by the DOST FNRI's homegrown talents. Let us welcome to the virtual stage the Hapag-awit singers.
Posible kayang labanan ang agos ng paghamon?
Walat madapa man, sabay tayong aahon.
Posible kayang mabura alinlangan sa sarili? Ang tapang sa loob makikita, taglay mo ang dugong bayani. Sulong laban, huwag magurong. Pakinggan sa iyong puso ang sigaw na dati bulong. Sulong laban, huwag magurong. Pakinggan sa iyong puso ang sigaw na dati bulong. Posible. Posible kayang matikman tamis ng gintong minimiti. Sagat ng bawat laban, magtatagumpay kang muli. Sulong laban, huwag magurong. Pakinggan sa iyong puso ang sigaw na dati bulong. Sulong laban, huwag magurong. Pakinggan sa iyong puso ang sigaw na dati bulong. Posible. Sulong laban, huwag magurong. Pakinggan sa iyong puso ang sigaw na dati bulong. Posible. Sulong laban, Pilipino. Pakinggan sa iyong puso ang sigaw na dati bulong. Posible. Posible.
Thank you, Hapag-awit Singers, for that moving rendition of the song Posible. Sabi nga sa kanta, sulong laban, wag uurong.
And you know what, Sharp? Nagbabasa ako ng comments dito. Sabi ni Miss Imelda from SG Business Ventures. Ay, kakanta daw siya. At meron ding magti-TikTok. Kaya siguro next time na ating intermission number ay ang ating mga licensees, ang ating mga participant ay susulong din at hindi uurong na magbigay ng kanilang intermission number. Moving right along to the most anticipated part of the program, let us all witness the official launching of the nutritious food products for children, adults, pregnant and lactating women with a tagline.
Bagong produkto, bagong pag-asa, swak sa masa. And thinking on what to feed your young children? Worry not. Let us find out about coconut-related products for children, Cocoa Blend, Cocoa Bisque, and Cocoa Puff with Miss Vanessa Ramas. Over to you, Miss Van.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng participants ng ating launching today. Allow me to share my screen po. Ayun. So again, magandang umaga po sa lahat ng nandito po ngayon sa ating Zoom. When we talk about child nutrition po, palagi ding nababanggit ang stunting. And this is because stunting is one of the widely recognized indicator of a child's nutritional status. Sa datos po na nakalap ng National Nutrition Survey noong 2018, nag-decrease na ang prevalence ng stunting sa kabataan 2 taon pababa. Ngunit ito ay hindi pa rin po sapat upang maabot natin ang ating target. Kumbaga, malapit na tayo sa finish line. Best effort na po dapat. Noon pa man po, nag-develop na po ang aming ahensya ng mga complementary food products bilang tugon sa problema sa child malnutrition. Ito pong mga complementary food technologies ay na-roll out na sa iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas. Gayunpaman, gusto po natin na mas ma-maximize pa ang full capacity ng ating complementary food processing facilities. We also want to promote po better overall use of domestic agricultural production, in particular na ang ating coconut at coconut products. Ang coconut flour po ay ang byproduct ng coconut milk at coconut oil processing. Ito po ay magandang source ng protein at dietary fiber. Bilang tugon po sa mga problemang ito, we have developed 3 complementary food products with coconut for children. Ito po ay ang Cocoa Puff, Cocoa Blend, at Cocoa Bisque. Ang Cocoa Puff po ay ready-to-eat na extruded snack na nagawa po sa rice flour or rice grits, corn flour or corn grits, at coconut flour. Ito po ay complementary food for children na edad 1 to 2 years old. Ang Cocoa Puff po ay excellent source of dietary fiber and calcium. Available po ang Cocoa Puff in 2 variants, ang corn cocoa at rice cocoa variant. So our existing adopters po may ask, bukod sa ingredients, ano pa ba ang difference niya sa ating original rice mongo variant? Well, ang Cocoa Puff po ay mayroong 33% more protein at 96% less sodium. Ang Cocoa Blend naman po ay complementary food for children 6 months to 2 years old. Ito po ay gawa ulit sa rice flour or rice grits, corn flour or corn grits, at coconut flour. Ang Cocoa Blend ay excellent source of dietary fiber, protein, potassium, and calcium. Kagaya po ng Cocoa Puff, available po ang ating Cocoa Blend in rice cocoa and corn cocoa variants. Compared sa ating rice mongo variant, ang Cocoa Blend ay mayroong 1,200% more calcium at 160% more total dietary fiber. Ang Cocoa Blend at Cocoa Puff ay maaaring i-adopt ng mga existing complementary food facilities nationwide. So, ang mga produktong ito po ay magko-complement sa kasalukuyan ninyong produkto katulad ng Bigmo Blend at Curls dahil gumagamit po ito ng parehas na equipment. Ang pangatlo nating complementary food product ay ang Cocoa Bisque. Ito ay nutritious biscuit na gawa po sa wheat flour and coconut flour. Ang complementary food po na ito ay angkop sa mga batang edad 1 to 2 years old. Ito po ay may soft, crisp texture na mabilis at madali pong kainin para sa mga bata. At ito po ay excellent source of dietary fiber. Sa kasalukuyan po, dulot ng geopolitical tension sa bansang exporters ng wheat, tayo po ay nakakaranas ng pagtaas ng presyo ng harina. Ang Pilipinas po ay isa sa mga apektado bilang kasama po tayo sa top 10 importers ng wheat at wheat products sa buong mundo. Bilang tugon po, kami sa DOST ay gumawa ng paraan upang mabawasan po kahit pa konti-konti ang ating dependency sa imported wheat products. Masaya ko pong ibabahagi sa inyo na ang Cocoa Bisque ay nakapag-substitute ng 35% na coconut flour sa gamit na wheat flour. Ito po ay nagtatranslate into around 8 to 10% na savings in raw material cost. So di lang po ito masustansya, nakatipid ka pa. Ang atin naman pong Coco Bisc ay pwedeng i-adopt ng mga bakeries o may nagpaplano pa na magkaroon ng bakeries. Ibig pong sabihin, pwede po itong i-adopt ng ating e-Nutribon adopters all over the country. So kung interesado po kayo sa ating bagong complementary food products, magkita-kita po tayo mamayang hapon sa ating breakout session para mas mapag-usapan po ito ng mas madetalye. So maraming salamat po at back to you, Maha and Sar.
Thank you, Miss Van. Just look at that. 3 products down and 5 to go. Maha, what else do we have?
Curious nga din ako, Shar, and I'm sure our participants who are more than 700 and counting are also curious. Let's find out in the next audio-visual presentation. Kung merong pangchikiting, we also have a new food technology for people on the go. It is the Milusog in 3 variants. Let us find out more from Mr. John Lester Ramirez. Sir Lester, take it away.
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Akin pong ipinapakilala ang DOST FNRI developed Milusog in APAC. Ngunit bakit ba namin ito ginawa? Bakit nga ba kami nag-develop ng Milusog in APAC? Yun po ay sa kadahilan ng meron po tayong seryosong problema sa ating bansa. Ayon sa National Nutrition Survey, patuloy po ang pagtaas ng food insecurity sa ating bansa. Yun ay sa kadahilanan ng pandemya, ng kinakaharap nating pandemya, ng kahirapan, ng food calamities and disaster. At dahil sa mga ito, karamihan po sa ating mga Pilipino ay hindi po nami-meet ang macro and micronutrients. Bilang tugon ng FNRI sa mga problemang akin nabanggit, ang DOST FNRI ay nag-develop ng 3 iba-ibang variants ng Milusog in APAC. Ito ang pork picadillo, chicken puchero, at ang mixed veggie arroz. Ano nga ba ang Milusog in APAC? Ang Milusog in APAC ay complete meal para sa mga batang edad 4 to 6 years old. Sinunod nito ang konsepto ng pinggang Pinoy na naglalaman ng tamang food group proportions on a per meal basis. At gumamit din po kami ng iron fortified rice para sa kanin na nakalagay sa ating Milusog in APAC. At base sa nutrition facts ng mga ito, ang Milusog in APAC is a good source of energy and protein. At paano ba ito gawin? Paano ba ito i-prepare? Napakasimple lang po. Mag-a-add lang po tayo ng boiling water and in 10 to 12 minutes, meron ka ng Milusog in APAC. Hayaan nyo ipakilala ko ang 3 variant at ano nga bang nilalaman ng mga ito. Una, ang Milusog pork picadillo na naglalaman ng pork, red bell pepper, potato, carrots, seasoning premix, instant iron fortified rice, multi-nutrient mix, at may dessert ka pang mixed fruits. Ang pangalawang variant ay ang Milusog chicken puchero na naglalaman ng chicken, carrots, bagu beans, Chinese cabbage, banana, seasoning premix, instant iron fortified rice, multi-nutrient mix, and mixed fruits. At ang panghuli ay ang Milusog mixed veggie arroz. Ang nilalaman nito ay ang chicken, carrots, sayote, kamote, green and red bell pepper, seasoning premix, instant iron fortified rice, and multi-nutrient mix and mixed fruits. ang Milusog Inay Pack ay maaaring i-adapt ng ating mga MSMEs, food industry, cooperatives. Para kanino nga ba ito? Bukod po sa ating mga household na walang sapat na oras para mag-prepare ng mga masusustansyang pagkain, ito po ay para rin sa ating mga LGU, non-government organizations, government institutions, and other private industries na tumutulong po na mag-distribute ng mga complete and nutritious foods during times of calamities and disaster. Well, para po sa mas detalyadong impormasyon at kaalaman sa aming Milusog Inay Pack, magkita-kita po tayo mamayang hapon sa ating afternoon session, and malugod ko po kayong i-expect mamaya. So ayan po, marami pong salamat, and back to you, Miss Maha and Charlene.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Sir Lester. Ang masasabi ko lang, on the go, Milusog, here you go. Kaya mamaya po, gaya ng sinabi ni Sir Lester, station po tayo for the afternoon session of the pitching of this Milusog and 3 variants. Char, what's next?
Huwag na tayo mambitin pa, partner. Let's watch the third video for other on-the-go nutritious products. To get to know more about Nutribanets and Protein Bar, here's Engineer Jason Tagaroma to introduce these exciting products. Good morning, sir.
Good morning po. Muli, isa pong maganda at makagham na umaga po sa ating lahat. So ayan, akin pong ipinapakilala ang dalawang bagong ready-to-eat food technologies ng DOST-FNRI. Ito po ang Nutribanets, squash mini buns with malunggay flakes and squash filling, at ang protein food bar na ready-to-eat snack made from high protein and high fiber ingredients. Noong tumama po sa atin ang COVID-19 pandemic, bahagya pong tumaas ang malnutrisyon sa buong bansa. Dulot po ito ng pagpapatupad ng mga restrictions na nakaapekto sa mga supplementary feedings. Tumaas din po ang antas ng food insecurity sa ating bansa dahil sa disruptions ng ating supply chain at kawalan ng hanap buhay. Bilang tugon, ang DOST-FNRI, together with other agencies, ang 1970s Nutriban program ay muling binuhay noong 2020 at nakilala po natin ito bilang Enhanced Nutriban. Bilang tugon, malukod po naming ipinapakilala ang Nutribanets. So ito po ay bite-sized enhanced Nutriban with squash fillings. Good source din po ito ng energy, protein, vitamin A, as well as minerals, kagaya po ng iron, calcium, potassium, and zinc, na recommended po sa mga bata mula 6 hanggang 12 taong gulang. It is composed of natural ingredients such as squash, malunggay flakes, and other basic bread ingredients. So ang shelf life po nito is 4 days at normal conditions. Ang aming target producers po or adapters ay ang aming mga existing adapters of Enhanced Nutriban as well as ibang local bakeries. Ang target market po namin is children 6 to 12 years old at Ganun din po ang ating general consumers, LGUs, NGOs, and other government institutions. Susunod po ay ang ating protein food bar. Ang susunod po natin papakilala ay ating protein food bar na ready-to-eat snack made from high protein and high fiber ingredients. Alam naman po natin na ang ating bansa ay laging nakakaranas ng mga kalamidad. Noong 2020 lang po ay nakaranas po tayo ng hindi bababa sa 20 na typhoons, dagdag pa nito ang mga lindol, pagputok ng bulkan, mga landslides, kung kaya tayo po ay nangangailangan ng ready-to-eat at nutritious na agarang pagkain. Bilang tugon, ang DOST-FNRI ay nilikha ang protein food bar, ang ready-to-eat snack for individuals who are health conscious and always on the go. Ito po ay good source of protein and fiber at gawa rin po ito from honey, peanuts, pumpkin seeds, oats, yellow corn crispies, dried green mangoes, dried pineapples, and raisins. At ito po ay tumatagal ng 6 months at normal conditions. Ang aming target producers or adapters po ay ang aming mga existing complementary food adapters. Ganon din po ang other potential licensees. Ang aming target market po ay ang mga fitness enthusiasts, households, LGUs, NGOs, government institutions, and other private industries. Para po sa ibang detalye, stay tuned lang po tayo para sa ating afternoon sessions. Muli, salamat po and welcome po sa ating virtual launching.
Ayan, well done, Engineer Jason. Excited na ako matikman ito. Paano pa kaya yung mga participants natin? Again, later this afternoon, we can join Engineer Jason para mas makilala pa ang mga detalye regarding sa NutriBanets and Protein Bar. Ano pa ba yung mga ilo-launch natin, partner?
Alam mo ba, Shar, gusto ko rin matikman, pero let's move on. We have seen new food technologies for young children and adults, pero hindi pa huhuli ang mga food technologies para sa ilaw ng tahanan. Lastly, to cater to the needs of pregnant and lactating mothers, sit back and tune in for the multi-nutrient extruded kernel and micronutrient growth mix products. Tech team, over to you. Kanin lang, ulam nasa sustansya, plus may MGM pa. Let us invite Ms. Abby Padrones in the virtual stage to learn about MNERC and MGM.
Morning po sa lahat. Shoutout din po sa mga mommies. Ito po yung mga produkto para sa inyo. So, ito po yung bago nating multi-nutrient growth mix at yung ating multi-nutrient rice kernels. Ayon po kasi sa ating National Nutrition Survey na ginawa noong 2013 and 2018, lumalabas po na marami pa rin po sa atin ang micronutrient deficient, lalong-lalo na po sa buntis at nagpapasuso. So, para po sa anemia prevalence natin, 26.1% pa rin po ang anemic sa mga pregnant women and 14.4% po sa lactating women. Para naman po sa vitamin E deficiency, 9% po sa pregnant women and 5% po sa lactating women. Now, sa zinc deficiency po ay meron po tayong 13.7% and 25.2% po para po sa pregnant and lactating women. So, nakakabahala po ito kasi usually po pag deficient po si mommy, nagiging malnourished din po si baby. So, kaya po sa FNRI, minabuti po namin na gumawa ng products po para po sa pregnant and lactating women. Isa po sa aming na top na product ay yung ating existing iron fortified rice. So si iron fortified rice po, dinagdagan natin ng micronutrients. Inadagdag din po itong kernel sa rice para maging fortified rice. So isang 3 to 4 cups of this fortified rice can provide 1/3 of the recommended dietary intakes for micronutrients for pregnant and lactating women. Naglalaman po ito ng iron, zinc, vitamins B1, B2, B3, B6, meron vitamin E, iodine, vitamin D, selenium, at of course po yung folic acid po. Yung target producers naman po natin ay yung existing po natin na premix producers for iron fortified rice. Pwede din naman po yung mga SMEs, yung mga private companies po, yung LGUs, cooperatives. Kailangan nyo lang po ng investment. Yung target market naman po natin ay for pregnant and lactating mothers. Ito naman po yung ating MGM o yung ating multi-nutrient growth mix powder. So nadadagdag po ito sa kahit anong recipe. Kung preference na po ni mommy, kahit anong gusto niya food, po pwede pong haluan ng MGM kasi po nagda-dissolve po ito sa kahit anong food. It is made from rice flour, fortificant, water, and other ingredients po. So it also contains 15 micronutrients. Ito po yung iron, zinc, iodine, copper, selenium, vitamins E, B1, B2, B3, B6, meron pong B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and folic acid. So 2-gram package po ito. Very handy kasi pag lumabas po kayo ng bahay, pwede niyo po ilagay sa bulsa. Yung target producers po natin ay yung existing MGM producers din po natin, yung private companies, LGUs, and cooperatives. Yung target market natin, of course, yung moms and yung mga nagpapasuso ng mothers. For more questions po, mamaya usap po tayo sa breakout session room 4. Back to you, Ms. Char.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Miss Abby Padrones. Kompletos rekado sa sustansya para sa extrang girl power ng ating mga mommies. And for the final clip, Tech Team, take it away.
And just like that, everyone, the new 8 products for children, adults, pregnant, and lactating women are officially launched. And because of that, we want to congratulate everyone. Today, we are humbled to introduce and recognize the hardworking technology generators who developed these 8 new technologies. Keep your cameras open po. So let's start. For the Cocoa Blend, Cocoa Bisque, and Cocoa Puff, here are the technology generators headed by Mr. Alex M. Palomo. And his project team members are Ms. Vanessa Ramas, Ms. Carissa Saldana, Engineer Charlie E. Adona, Mr. Filoteo D. Ponte, Mr. Ruben N. Panis, Mr. Robert G. Aduana, and Ms. Janelli S. Palafox.
Ms. Trinidad II P. Arcangel led the development of Milasog Inapa in 3 variants. With her are Mr. John Lester G. Ramirez, Ms. Ana Maximilian C. Reyes, Mr. Ramel D. Sela, Ms. Jezreel Ann T. Zamora, Engineer Jason G. Tagaroma, Mr. Steve Villamento, Mr. Rosel Castolfo.
And syempre, para sa gumawa ng mga Nutribanets, let's give them a warm hand of applause. The project leader is Engineer Charlie Adona, and with him are Mr. Richard Alcaraz, Ms. Francesca Luis Garcia, Engineer Jason G. Tagaroma, Mr. Jonover Tarlit, Mr. Filoteo D. Ponte, Mr. Rex Castante, Ms. Audrey Teodoro, Ms. Herline A. Villamento, Ms. Ana Maximina C. Reyes, and Engineer Mac Joseph Rosales. And syempre, andyan din yung gumawa ng protein bar. This one is also led by Engineer Charlie E. Adona. And ang mga project team members ay sila Ms. Abby Padrones, Engineer Jason Tagaroma, Ms. Audrey Teodoro, Ms. Marcela Saises, Engineer Eugenio Ramirez, Mr. Richard L. Alcaraz, Mr. Filoteo Ponte, Mr. Rex Castante, and Ms. Aiza Umali. Maraming salamat.
Last but not least, let us introduce the technology generators of multi-nutrient experiment for ember and micronutrient growth from MGM to pregnant and lactating women. Led by Ms. Abby L. Padrones, the project team members are Engineer Charlie E. Adon, Mr. Richard L. Alcaraz, Ms. Marcela C. Saises, Ms. Aiza B. Umani, Mr. Junior B. Lala, Ms. Bianca Bruta and Mr. Ben N. Panis.
Again, let's give them a round warm virtual applause, please, for our hardworking technology generators who are behind the rigorous research and development of all 8 new technologies.
We want to be oriented with natural disability investment. If these new technologies, please don't forget to come back everyone. Again po, kung gusto natin ma-orient sa financial investment po at the human department. At ituloy bumalik po tayo mamaya Monday. We will use the same Zoom link sa Zoom offices after the morning session. Would like to mention the common issues during the introducing real experience. DOST FNRI R&D outreach for various countries beyond the continent as a project hanggang na publiko, especially products ng bata. Harap sila.
Again, thank you very much to our tech gens. Ayun, maraming salamat din kay Miss Geraldine Ducusin sa kanyang kind words, no? So, joining us all the way from Cagayan Valley, Central Visayas, and Davao Region are potential licensees of our new food technologies. Ayan, ngayon naman maririnig natin ang mga boses ng ating mga potential licensees, no? Sisimulan na natin. To give a message, may I now call on first the General Manager of Honey Buns Bake Shop, Mr. Alexis Martiliana.
Hey everyone, my name is Christian Alexis Martiliana. I am from Honey Buns Bake Shop. I am the current general manager of Honey Buns Bake Shop, which is located in Bambang, Nueva Vizcaya. I am also the second generation owner. It was handed down to me by my father, and I am currently handling the business with my siblings. So, Honey Buns Bake Shop was established a few years ago, and thankfully we were able to be assisted by DOST. Firstly, by the DOST setup program, which helped us really innovate and enhance the technology we were using. From manual labor, we were able to convert our processing facilities into more technologically advanced settings. Also, we are one of the technology licensees or the food technology licensees of DOST FNRI. So we have been in partnership with DOST and DOST FNRI, I think, for 3 years now. 3 or 5 years, I think. So it's a really big help for us, especially when we see that the products that they are giving us help our business grow. So lumaki talaga siya. So from a small business, lumago siya, and we are now supplying the whole Nueva Vizcaya. We are supplying for DepEd, DSWD, and the PLGU, or the Provincial Local Government of Nueva Vizcaya. So as of now, we have several ongoing projects with them, which are all related to nutritious food programs for malnourished children and recipients from DSWD. So we are very thankful for DOST and DOST FNRI. Because of these projects, we were able to grow our business, and nakita rin namin that we were able to help the community. So each place that we deliver or we go to, I actually go there and visit the children who receive these nutritious food programs. So one of the products that we give out is the Nutriban specifically. So we have adopted the squash variant, the carrot variant, and the sweet potato variant recently, which will be distributed to DepEd this coming months. So we have really seen the change in the malnourished children and different recipients throughout the 2 years that we have been in partnership with this different government agencies. Nakita namin na natutulungan talaga niya na i-alleviate yung malnutrition in the society, and especially dun sa mga far-flung areas na hindi naaabutan ng tulong. We were also able to help different non-government organizations during crisis, like the different typhoons that have been happening in our country, the Taal volcano eruption, and I think this one, the launching of nutritious food products for children, adults, and pregnant and lactating women is very essential to continue our fight against hunger, and to help small businesses alike to grow and help other people who really need our help. So again, I want to thank DOST, DOST FNRI, and all the people who have been supporting our small business to grow and to help other people, especially those who are in need, who are malnourished. That's all, and I hope I've inspired other businesses also. So our business has really grown and have come far, and I hope you will also try to adopt these technologies that DOST FNRI is they have given us, or they have given us the privilege to be able to adopt, and I hope you will also do the same.
Thank you, Mr. Alexis, General Manager of Honey Buns Bake Shop. Nakakatuwang marinig na by helping our adopters and stakeholders, they in return were able to extend help to their own communities.
Next, let us now welcome Ms. Edisa Elton Chansu of Esteem Industries.
To our DOST FNRI family, our fellow co-adopters, and to our distinguished guests, good morning. We have been a licensee technology adopter of DOST-FNRI since the pandemic started. First, we adopted the enhanced Nutribun Squash variant. After undergoing through our successful first tech transfer training, we proceeded with the production and distribution of the enhanced Nutribuns to our various clients. Since then, we have continuously adopted the next variant, which is the Carrot Enhanced Nutribun. Our sincerest and biggest thank you to DOST-FNRI team, most especially to Dr. Imelda Angeles Agdepa, for spearheading and actively coming up with new and innovative product ideas in addressing hunger and malnutrition in the country, aggressively conducting an information drive and carrying out technology transfer training. Truly, our community has greatly benefited from your programs by means of creation of more jobs and maintaining existing workforce, not just in our company, but also to our fellow working collaborators in the process, such as our local farmers who supply us with our vegetable, and to the different institutions, and most importantly, their beneficiaries that we deliver our products to. The DOST-FNRI are very much capable in assisting us with our needs through connecting us to potential suppliers who can provide us with the necessary equipment, exposing us to seminars that are very much useful in terms of manufacturing aspect, and channeling us to various potential clients, and keeping us abreast on how we can continue to improve our service to our customers. And now, the pipeline of products developed by DOST-FNRI has kept us more excited and intrigued through the launching of today's 8 new nutritious food products for children, adults, pregnant, and lactating women, closing the loop in feeding nutritious products across all age groups. This is certainly a testament that our DOST-FNRI family are putting all their efforts, knowledge, and time, working double or triple time just to address the nutrition gap in our society. Research and development has been fast-tracked like never before. We believe that by working together with DOST-FNRI in coming up with a science-driven solution, nutrition-infused food, we will surely be able to combat the problems of hunger and malnutrition, thereby improving the nutrition well-being of Filipino future generation. More power to DOST-FNRI and keep up the good work.
What a wonderful message. Thank you very much, Ms. Edisa L. Tanchansu of Esteem Industries. It is nice to hear that your community benefited from our technology and tech transfer activities. Maraming salamat po sa appreciation, Ms. Edisa. Rest assured po that we will continue to work double time, triple time to combat and address the malnutrition problem in our country. I just would like to acknowledge the presence of Office of the Cabinet Secretary, Director Maria Catherine Hoson Mendoza.
Ayan. Hello, good morning po ulit, Director Maria Catherine. And of course, last but definitely not the least, may I call on Mr. Victor Navales, the owner of Navales Foods.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, allow me to thank Director Imelda Angeles Agdepa for inviting me to give a short talk on this launching of new nutrition food products for children, pregnant and lactating women. I am humbly honored. Thank you so much, Madam Director. Navales Foods supplies supermarkets in Davao region with bread and cookies. We are in the business for the past 30 years. Navales Foods is also a member of Davao Bakers Club Incorporated, a local organization composed of bakery owners. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank past President Cecil Abarquez de la Cruz of Uncle Mark and Joanne and Richie Reyes of Maan's Bake Shop for encouraging me to be active and serve as an officer. I am the club's immediate past president. I'd like to announce also that Navales Foods is very thankful to DOST Region 11 for considering us in becoming one of set up beneficiaries of DOST in this region. I've learned about DOST FNRI when Ma'am Josie Gonzalez was here in Davao some years back conducting a seminar on GMP. But it was only last December 2020 that I submitted an LOI, and luckily I was accepted in the program, and now one of the beneficiaries, just like all of us here this afternoon. And things really changed after that. Changed for the better. I become an avid fan of DOST FNRI. How is that? Well, it's about sharing. Sharing. Sharing your technology made us all rediscover the beauty and happiness derived out of sharing. We all have benefited financially out of this beautiful product, the enhanced Nutriband carrots and squash variant. It's a new product that we are selling right now, and everybody, I guess, really benefited out of it. And talking about sharing, let me tell you what sharing brings to me. Sharing leads to friendship and partnership. I think and I believe that most of you still remembers the makabagbag damdaming speech delivered by Ma'am Baby Montemayor of Villa Margarita Catering about partnership, and everything she said is true. We become friends and partners together with Maan Bake Shop, Joanne of Maan's Bake Shop. Sharing also made me discover that this is not solely about business. It is also about something else more than business. It is something that is very gratifying. Let me tell you a story. Or let me ask you, can you put money upon seeing this little boy from a far-flung barrio, in my case in Cotabato, the happy face, the eagerness, and the way he holds the enhanced Nutriband in his hands? You see how much he appreciated it, and that's something no money can pay. This program that DOST FNRI has shared with us has tremendous value. And I am very proud to say that to be part of this noble program of DOST FNRI in fighting malnutrition among our kids is indeed an honorable act. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, DOST FNRI, sa inyong masipag na pagtuklas ng mga makabagong pamaraan sa paggawa ng tinapay na hindi lamang masarap kundi puno pa ng nutrisyon. Maraming salamat din po sa inyong matiyagang pagtuturo sa amin. Kayo po ay walang katulad sa inyong sikap, sipag at tiyaga at dunong sa mga subjects na inyong tinuturo sa amin. Sa aking pong palagay, kayo po ay nangunguna sa serbisyo sa ikauunlad at ikabubuti ng bayan. Naway, kayo po ay maging magandang ehemplo sa ibang kagawaran nating pamalaan. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay DOST FNRI. Magandang hapon po sa lahat.
Ayun. Thank you, Mr. Victor of Novales Foods. Grabe na with your speech po, sir. I was reminded with the beauty of sharing. It's humbling to know that through the partnership of FNRI and our adopters and stakeholders, together we are able to create and experience the ripple effect of kindness. Maraming salamat, sir.
The messages of our licenses are so heartfelt. We are glad to have you as our partners. We cannot continue this endeavor without your help. Again po, thank you very much for gracing this event. Again, if you want to be oriented on the financial feasibility, investment cost, equipment requirement of these new technologies, as well as how to adopt these technologies, please don't forget to come back at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We will use the same Zoom link so you may opt to stay after the AM session. Again po, para malaman natin yung financial feasibility, investment costs, equipment requirements ng ating mga bagong teknolohiya, tayo po ay pumunta mamayang hapon 1 p.m. via Zoom. I-click lang po muli natin ang link na ipinadala namin sa inyo via email.
Yan. So, see you ulit po later ha, mamayang hapon, 1 p.m. So, are we ready to end this program, Maha?
Of course not, Char. Do you want to learn more about these new technologies?
Actually, yes. Marami akong questions in mind. And what more pa kaya ang ating mga stakeholders, right? I'm sure they're curious as well on what products they can adopt.
That's right. Kaya naman, meron pa tayong pitching sessions this afternoon. Let us call on Mr. JP S. De Juan, the head of the Business Development Unit of DOST FNRI, to provide an orientation on the pitching sessions this afternoon.
Thank you, Maha. Good morning po muli sa ating lahat. Welcome po muli sa ating virtual launch po ng nutritious food products for children, adult, pregnant, and lactating women. Siguro po nabitin po kayo sa unang bahagi po ng ating programa kung saan ipinakilala po natin ang mga bagong technologies po na dinevelop ng FNRI. Pero hindi po tayo doon nagtatapos. No? Sa mamayang hapon po, sa ikalawang bahagi po ng ating programa ay magkakaroon po tayo ng pitching session kung saan meron po tayong 4 na breakout rooms na makakapanayan po natin ang mga technology generators po natin kung saan magbibigay sila ng iba pa pong mga informasyon at detalye patungkol po sa ating mga technologies. So, sa room 1 po, doon po i-discuss ni Miss Vanessa Ramas ang Coco Blend, Coco Bees at Coco Pop. Sa room 2 naman po ang Miluso Ginapak na i-discuss naman po ni Mr. John Lester. At sa room 3 naman po si Engineer Jason Tagaroma ay i-discuss naman po ang patungkol po sa Nutri-Bannets at Protein Food Bar. Sa room 4 naman po, ang pag-uusapan naman ho natin ang technology patungkol po sa MNORC at MGM for pregnant and lactating women. At pagkatapos po ng ating mga pitching session, magkakaroon po tayo ng plenary kung saan isa-summarize po natin ang mga activities na naganap po sa breakout rooms at yung ating closing remarks po. Then after po nun, may mga paalala lamang po tayo, no? Mamaya pong hapon, mangyari po mag-login. At exactly 1 p.m. po, at i-rename po yung ating mga sarili gamit po ang mga format po na ito. Yung room number, ang inyo pong pangalan at company po. Tulad po ng nakashare po sa ating screen. Ngayon din po, kung kayo po ay gumagamit po ng ating desktop, tingnan po lamang natin yung window icon na kung saan doon po yung ating breakout rooms. So i-press lamang po yung join para ma-assign po kayo sa ating designated room assignment po. Kung gamit nyo naman po yung inyong pong cellphone, tingnan po ninyo po sa upper left yung window icon. I-click lamang po ito at i-press po yung join para po pumasok sa room assignment po natin. So inaasahan ho namin kayo na makapanayan po mamaya po sa ating breakout room sa ating pitching session. Sa room 1, i-discuss po muli natin ang Coco Blend, Coco Bees, Coco Pop. Sa room 2, yung Milusog. At sa room 3, yung Nutri-Bannet, Protein Food Bar. At sa room 4 naman po yung MNORC at MGM. So asahan po namin kayong mamayang hapon para po sa ating pitching sessions. Salamat pong muli. Over to you, Ms. Maha.
Thank you very much po, Sir JP. Again po, reiterating lang po yung mga binanggit ni Sir JP. We will have 4 breakout rooms this afternoon.
So after po ng ating launching today, we will have 4 breakout rooms, and the room 1 is for Coco Blend, Coco Bisc, Coco Puff. Room 2 is for Milusog in 3 variants. Room 3 is for Nutribanet and Protein Bar. And room 4 for MNERC and MGM. So mamayang hapon po ay mamimili tayo ng breakout room na ating sasalihan. Again, for reminding everyone to please log in at 1 p.m. Same Zoom link po ang ating gagamitin. And right after po ng ating pitching session ay we will have a plenary discussion. We would also like to acknowledge the presence of former DOST FNRI directors, Dr. Mario Vica Pansana, Dr. Corazon Barba, magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Again, salamat ulit Sir JP. By now, hopefully nakapili na po ng breakout room ang ating mga participants for this afternoon session. Or if hindi pa kayo decided, meron pa naman po tayong time. And as the saying goes, to every beginning there is an ending. And now the first part of the event has almost come to its end. As we wrap up today's event, may I now call on Dr. Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, the Undersecretary for Research and Development, for her closing remarks.
Let me begin by thanking Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña, Undersecretary Sancho A. Maborang, Dr. Imelda Angeles Agdepa, Dr. Mil Flor Gonzalez, distinguished guests, current and would-be licensees for joining us as we officially announce the newly developed food technologies of DOST FNRI. These food technologies are specifically intended for the most vulnerable members of our society: children, pregnant, and lactating women. In investigating problems that continue to plague us, we have also become explorers of future solutions. In exploring the future of food and nutrition, the DOST does not wait for innovative ideas to strike like a lightning bolt. We seek and we create it. Our deeply rooted desire to create something new is driven by our passion to provide a better quality of life for Filipinos. I would like to commend the teams behind the DOST FNRI's 8 new nutritious food products, namely Coco Blend, Coco Puff, Coco Bisc, Nutribonnets, Protein Bar, Multi-Nutrient Extruded Rice Kernel or MNERC, and the Micronutrient Growth Mix or MGM, and Nutri-Meals. Coco Blend, Coco Puff, Coco Bisc are nutritious complementary food blends made from corn, rice, and coconut intended for children 6 to 24 months old. The Nutribonnet and Milusog are for 6 to 12 years old children. The MNERC and MGM, on the other hand, are specifically formulated for pregnant and lactating women. We'd also like to underscore that for some products, natural ingredients were incorporated to lessen the use of wheat flour. This is to help address the rising cost of wheat flour that our baking industry is being challenged with. This afternoon, we will explore the nuts and bolts behind the development of 8 new food technologies through simultaneous pitching sessions in different breakout rooms. We invite you to visit each room and discover a new FNRI technology that will be discussed in detail. This activity will be an opportune time to gain leverage on new technologies to ensure that food products, especially for entrepreneurs, remain competitive and science-based. This is the part where I close the ceremony, but before I close, I would like to thank our current and would-be technology licensees. We hope that the wealth of information and opportunities pitched to you will be very useful and relevant in pursuing your goals. Let us not put this newly gained knowledge and awareness to waste. Instead, let us be instrumental in helping attain optimum nutrition and economic well-being of Filipinos. I'm very happy to see these new technologies officially launched and eagerly await their adoption, production, and distribution in various feeding programs, relief operations, and selling to the general consumers to also enjoy. I hope this event will usher our long-term partnership. These food and nutrition innovations will go down in the annals of the DOST history as one of the legacies that this administration will be remembered for in the realm of malnutrition reduction and livelihood generation. Mabuhay ang siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon. Magandang agham po sa ating lahat.
Ayan, again, thank you, Yusek Guevara, for your message. Your message made this event even more meaningful and amazing. Sabi nga ni Yusek Guevara, let us continue to be instrumental in the realm of malnutrition reduction and livelihood production po. Ayan, so may mga questions tayo sa comments, sa chat box. Para po dun sa mga gustong umattend ng multiple breakout rooms, you can assign a separate person po for each session you want to attend in case po na, yun nga, marami po tayong gustong attend na session. Again, if interested po in more than one session, you may request additional staff to register and attend these sessions. Pwede pong sumali sa lahat ng rooms basta may kasamahan po kayo for multiple gadgets. Ayan, thank you po. And again, reminder, please come back at 1 p.m. We will use the same Zoom link po for this afternoon session. At syempre, hindi natin tatapusin ang event na to kung wala tayong photo opportunity. To capture this special event, may I request everyone po to open their cameras. We have 600 plus participants and ilang panels kaya ito? Wow, meron tayong 29 panels. Again, while we are waiting po na mag-open ng camera, yung ating mga participants, pwede po tayong umattend sa more than one session basta meron po tayong additional staff na mag-register at meron po tayong gadget para sa pag-attend ng session na gusto nating attendan po. So, ready na po ba ang ating technical team to capture? Ayan.
Again po, pakisuyo pong i-open natin ang ating mga cameras and in between po ng pag-take natin ng mga pictures, pwede po tayo mag-rest para hindi po mangala yung ating mga jaws. Ayaw po natin mangyari yan. Di ba, Char?
Yes. Ayan.
Alright, ready na po ba ang tech team? Right po, I think we're having a technical difficulty.
Oo, kasi medyo marami ang attendees, naglo-loading ang mga mukha. Pero, let's keep our smiles po,
And po, while waiting po for everyone, baka yung iba po ay, Char, nagsusupply pa, nagli-lipstick para maganda sa camera, no?
Siyempre, once in a lifetime to, kaya gusto natin, maganda ang smile.
Alright po.
So I guess we are ready. Yan, sa mga naka-open na po ng cameras, let us give our biggest smile. So panel number 1, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. Next po, panel number 2, smile. All right. Next, panel number 3, patience lang po Next, panel number 4. Ayan, smile lang po. Okay. Next po, panel number 5. Okay. Next, panel number 6. Ayan, nakikita ko Yung iba nasa bakery ata nila, yung iba nasa bahay. Maraming salamat po sa pag-join. Next po. Okay. Panel number, ano na ba tayo? Panel number 8. Ayan. Panel number 9. Nakakatuwa, partner, no? Dinumog talaga tayo ng mga attendees. Next po. Ayan. Sa mga walang camera, walang problema po. Maraming salamat pa rin sa pag-attend. Next po. Continue smiling. Okay na. Ayan. I think na-capture na po ang ating mga smiles. Ayan, maraming salamat po ulit sa pag-attend ng ating AM session and later on, attend po ulit tayo ng ating PM session at 1 PM.
Salamat po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Before we let you go po, we have some important announcements po. Please join us in drum beating our upcoming 75th anniversary on July 1, 2022. We have various events lined up for you. So, 3 months to go na lang po. Mark your calendars for the 48th DOST FNR Seminar Series on July. Stay tuned on our Facebook page for announcement. Again po, reminding everyone to please log in at 1 PM for the pitching sessions on DOST FNRI New Technologies. There will be 4 breakout rooms ready for you. Kaya pwede po tayo magstay dito sa Zoom or bumalik po tayo mamayang 1 PM.
Again, ngayong 2022, patuloy pa rin po ang DOST FNRI sa paghahati ng pag-aaral, teknolohiya, pakikipag-ugnayan sa iba't ibang ahensya at organisasyon, at pagbibigay ng serbisyo upang patuloy na tugunan ang ating mga problema sa pagkain at nutrisyon. Alamin ang mga bagong handog sa inyo ng DOST FNRI. Tumutok lagi sa aming YouTube channel para sa DOST FNRI's Buwan ng Ulat ng Direktor. Again, stay tuned for our other announcements on our social media platforms for more updates. And paulit-ulit po naming reminder, babalik po tayo sa Zoom mamaya ng 1 PM to learn more about the details about the financial feasibility, investment cost, equipment requirement of these new technologies will be discussed in detail.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program this morning. Without a doubt, you all made this launch a success.
At huwag po nating kalimutan na mag-log sa ating attendance as well as answer the evaluation form through the link provided in our chat box. On behalf of DOST FNRI, thank you all for gracing this launching event with your presence. It's been our pleasure to host this online launching of nutritious food products for children, adults, pregnant and lactating women with the tagline, Bagong produkto, bagong pag-asa, swak sa masa.
Again, our heartfelt gratitude to all our stakeholders. We will see you again this afternoon and at other future events of DOST FNRI. Thank you, Shar, for being my co-host this morning.
Thank you as well, Maha. The pleasure is mine. And thank you also for this opportunity to be with wonderful people who have heeded the call for a well-nourished Philippines.
Once again, we are your host. I am Maha.
And I am Sar.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
And let us all stay safe. See you this afternoon, 1 PM po.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc Agdepa.
Thank you very much po.